Hey guys, welcome. This is our first part, and let's get started. 1 and 3, what kind of angles are 1 and 3? 1 and 3 are right next to each other, so they are a linear pair. 2 and 7 are alternate exterior angles. I know it says angles at the end, but I'm just still doing the AEA. 5 and 8 are vertical angles. 3 and 6 are alternate interior angles. 4 and 6 are same side interior angles. And 1 and 5 are corresponding. Number 7, given two parallel lines, these are alternate interior angles, so they are congruent. So we get 35 equals 2x plus 3. Subtract the 3 and we get 32 equals 2x. Divide 32 by 2 and we're going to get 16 equals x. Number 8, we're trying to find two things. First, we see 47 and this. Those are vertical, so 47 is going to equal y minus 2. That's vertical angles. Add the 2 over and y equals 49 degrees. These two are also equal to each other because they're corresponding. So 47 equals 4x minus 5. Add the 5 over and we're going to get 52 equals 4x. Divide by 4 and we get 13. Number 9, we have alternate exterior angles, so we're going to set these equal to each other. We get 138 equals 3x, and we'll divide by 3. I have the calculator off to the side, by the way. We get x equals 46. Good job. Number 10, these are corresponding angles, so they're going to be congruent to each other. Okay, again, we're assuming that these are parallel. And so we're going to get 27 equals 2x plus 5. Subtract the 5 and I get 22 equals 2x. X equals 11. Moving on to number 11, we're going to use the graph to the right. Now these points are out of place, so we'll go ahead and put them in the correct place. 2, 4, 3, and 8. Angle 1 and 2 are corresponding angles, so we're going to set those equal to each other. Move the 7 over here, adding that to there. We're just going to double check. I believe that's 24. And this is going to subtract an x from there, so that's 4x. So we're just finding the value of x, and we should get 6. Number 12, 5x and equals, angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 and 4 have no direct relationship, but angle 1 and 2 are congruent, and 2 and 4 add to 180. So we're going to take 5x plus 10 plus 45 should equal 180. Subtract the 10 and the 45. It makes 180 equal to 125. Equal to 5x, and divide by 5 and we get 25. Six and 4 are same side interior, so we're going to add those two together and set them equal to 180. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 30, so we get 50 equals 3x. X equals 50 degrees, or 50, just 50, not degrees. And last one on here, 14. 1 and 8 are alternate exterior angles, so they're going to be set equal to each other. Add the 2 over, we get 132 equals 4x. Divide that by 4, and we get 33 for x. And it says solve for angle 7. Okay, well angle 1 is 130, so angle 7 should be 50. Okay. Now angle 15 uses this picture, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Angle 3 is 72 degrees. Angle 4 is 72 degrees by vertical. Angle 5 is 72 degrees by alternate interior, and angle 7 is 72 degrees by vertical. So we're going to go ahead and plug those in, 72, 72, and 72. 3 and 8 should add to 180 because they're a linear pair, so that's 108. Angle 2 is vertical, so that's 108. Angle 6 is alternate interior angles, that's 108. And angle 1 is vertical, so that's 108. So the remaining angles are 108 degrees. Okay, we're going to find the slope of the line through these two. We'll zoom in here. Okay, labeling our points and our formula. We want to plug in carefully. Six minus a negative 4, those two are going to become positive, so I get 10 over, these become positive 1, so my answer is just 10. The slope of this one, we're going to do x1, y1, x2, y2. Use the same formula over here, so we'll plug that in. Eight minus a negative 8, that's going to become positive 16. Negative 3, negative 10 is a negative 10. Always want to reduce. This would be sufficient, but we'd probably reduce. I think 2 goes into both, and that gives me 8 over 5. That's the final answer. Number 18, write an equation with a slope and a y-intercept. So we're going to use slope-intercept form. Instead of slope, we're going to write in negative 4. And instead of b, we're going to write in our y-intercept. Number 19, write an equation that passes through the point 2, negative 1 with a slope of 5. This is called point slope. So instead of y1, let's label our point. We're going to get y minus a negative 1, which basically means it's going to become positive, equals, our slope is 5, parentheses x minus 2. Number 20, we have a point and it's parallel to this line equation. So parallel means I have the same slope. So I'm going to take this slope and utilize that in my point slope form. So we're going to get y minus 5 equals the same slope, which is negative 1, and then x minus a negative 3, which is going to make it a positive 3. And number 21, it's perpendicular, so we're going to use the opposite reciprocal of 3. We have our point x1, y1, so we're going to get y minus 4 equals, the opposite reciprocal of 3 is going to be negative 1/3, and that's going to be x minus 3. Number 22, we have in y-intercept form. So we get the slope of the line is 4/3. Parallel, it's the same slope, so it's 4/3. Perpendicular, it's going to be the opposite reciprocal. Number 23 and 24, are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? They are reciprocals, but they're not opposites, so it's neither. 6 and negative 1/6. Those are opposite reciprocals, so it is perpendicular. Okay, is AB perpendicular to CD? So we have to use our slope formula. I wrote it above earlier, so when I do this I'm going to reference that, but we'll plug it in. -2 minus -4 over 2 minus a -3. Over here we're going to get 2 minus a -3 over 8 minus 2. On the top I get -6 over 5. Over here I'm going to get a 5 over a negative, 5 over 6. Are those two slopes opposite reciprocals? Yes, they are. So what's our answer? Perpendicular. Okay. Given the two lines, are they perpendicular? Well, I have a slope of 5 and I have a slope of 1/5. They are reciprocals, but they are not opposite reciprocals, so we're going to say not perpendicular. Okay. 4x plus 3y equals -2 and 8y minus 6x equals 7. We have to go ahead and solve for y, so we're going to go ahead and subtract the 4x over. We get 3y equals a -4x minus 2. Divide by 3. And we get y equals -4/3 x minus 2/3. That's my slope right in front of the x. Okay, let's look at the next one. Add the 6x to both sides. We get 8y equals 6x plus 7. Divide by 8. Y equals 6 over 8x plus 7/8. This is my slope. I should always reduce, so that's going to become 3 over 4. So comparing these two, do I have opposite reciprocals? The answer is yes, so they are perpendicular. Graphing, we have y equals mx plus b. B is the y-intercept, so I start at 3, and I do the slope of down 1 over 1, 2, down 1 over 1, 2, or I can go up 1, back 2. And last one for this video, then we'll go into part 2. We got to solve for y here so we can get our correct form. So we subtract the 3x over, and then I'm going to divide the -2 through. 2 negatives make it a positive 3 over 2x minus 3. So we start at -1, 2, 3. I can go up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. All right. There you guys go. All right, make sure you tune in for part 2.